Yeah, man, there has been a reduction in the murder rate in Jamaica. Sounds good. Yeah, man. And guess who's back? Floyd Green. Remember? No movement there. You know what happened? Let's not waste no time, Let's jet into that story. Yes, man, welcome to Jet. And you know, always, this is how we do it on this platform. First and foremost, we must give thanks and praise to Father Yahweh or Yahuwah. And you can call him Yah as well. Jamaican say Jah, Rastaman them style. And we must also give thanks to his son, Yahushua HaMashiach, or Yeshua. You could say Yeshua as well. Yeah, man, we have to give thanks to the creator of the universe who give us life, because without him, we wouldn't exist. And that is the Hebrew terms. Also, I must say a big thank you to those people who have subscribed to the channel and who is supporting this movement, this journey. And those of you who have already subscribed and commenting regularly, a big thank you to you as well. I appreciate your support and continue to share this message so the wider public can get access to it. So yeah, man, on today's story, pack your bag, for those who are abroad and who want to travel back to Jamaica and want to spend some time with the family and set up business and build the economy and all of that. Welcome home, man. Pack your suitcase or start pack your suitcase, because guess what happened? This is the official story and the headline. Heat on lawmakers, judges as cops put brakes on crime. Yeah, man. So the official story in the Gleaner say, declaring that the police are thwarting pain for pain vendettas. Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson is turning the screws on the legislature and judiciary to plug existing loopholes being exploited by criminals. Yeah, man, that sounds good, because you always hear say, judge are one of the part of the problem them, because the judge then love give man bail and man come out and kill witness and, man commit crime and the sentence too lenient. So the police commissioner seems like him a point the finger upon judges and the lawmaker them for kind of get them hacked together. But let's continue with the story. It says murders have declined year on year by 6%, shooting by 20%, robberies by 14%, rape by 67%, and break-ins by 11%, amounting to an overall 19% reduction in major crimes. Start celebrating, bust the champagne, man. What you mean? We're gonna dig down into crux of this, so we can put some meat on the bone, as they say, and get down and analyze what they actually are say and see if what them say actually makes sense. So, though the gains were negligible, the data were a reflection of the work of the Jamaica Constabulary Force over the years and the pooling of resources, personnel, equipped, and technology. And this is where I say, and I quote, "We will continue to do what we do to keep that trend going, but there are other actors, other players." So, it seems like, say, things are calm down, the police them are find a lot of tall up and shut up. There's a slight reduction in people are losing 3 pints and all of that. So that sounds good, man. So me that like if you drop your comment, because the next explosive story I come up in, me that like if you make me hear what you think. If you think crime I go down, or you think say this is just political blustering. Let's analyze the statistics now, man. So when you look on it, according to the JCF statistics, so he might be right, with general crime going down, but the most important crime of all where people concerned with is murders. So when you look at murders, for example, when you look from 2020, the amount of people murdered in 2020 is 1,323, and in 2021 is 1,463. So murder gone up, even though according to the statistics crime go down. But me I wonder if crime going down is a smoke screen to kind of cover up the murder hike, because the murder not gone down according to their statistics on their website. This is what I say. Guess how clever them is now. What them do then compare, right? If you look on the statistics on your screen, or then compare January of 2021 and January of 2022, the year just start. Boy, the thing misleading, brother, because on them website, when they talk about serious crime report, January 1st to January 29, 2022, and you compare it to the period of 2021, the grand total for murder, for that same January month at 2021 is 129, and the grand total so far for January is 132. But then on the other hand, you can see some information look misleading again, because the same website put out a figure say some murder for 2021 is 146 and murder for 2022 is 137. Yes, you can say, well, depends on when the figures was was taken and when it was published and reported at the time, but it should make much of a major difference. So the story is misleading, brother. That's all I can say. Or where some people I say, misinformation or disinformation, because according to the statistics in our paint the accurate picture as where them I say general crime gone down. Me take that and me appreciate that. But murder, no, so I'm not convinced by murder, because the headline and the story say murder gone down year by 6%. And let's swiftly move on to the next story, man. Yeah, man, Floyd Green. You remember him? Remember that story? Yeah?
Floyd Green has resigned as the agriculture minister amid outrage over his attendance at a birthday party on a no-movement day. Councillor for the Mona Division in St. Andrew, Andrew Bellamy, who was also at the party, has resigned from a health authority board.
No movement day.
Definitely get caught on a no movement day, and people was outraged and upset, and it just seems like a one rule for them and another rule for we. You remember that earlier?
The claim of not wearing a mask quickly escalated to disorderly conduct, resulting in 19-year-old Nzinga Candace King being brought before the court on July 22. According to the teen, she was fined $6,000 or 10 days in jail.
She was fined, and I think she ended up got prison, and the police did cut her ear and all of them little thing there because she breached the rules. So therefore she have to pay the penalty. So me don't like to know if Floyd Green pay the penalty to when do. Julian Robinson put it very nicely. He said, well, nobody is above the law, and you can't get away with these things. Action must be taken.
The next time there's a lockdown, if somebody breaches it, if you don't take action now, how are you going to enforce it then?
And this is what the Prime Minister Andrew Holness had to say.
Minister Green shows great potential, and a part of our discussion was how we could utilize the experience that he would have gained in government in other areas, and Minister Green would have the opportunity to work in other areas.
From that statement, say Floyd Green a come back. Yeah, man, Floyd Green not gonna wear, man. Floyd Green a get back in job big time. Yeah, man, where I say Floyd Green just relax, no, man. Just go and cool out for a few months, man. You have talent and you have good youth, So that was 4 months ago. Fast forward to 4 months later, and then this.
Floyd Green has returned to the cabinet as minister in charge of the National Identification System, NIDS. The Jamaica Accountability Meter portal says that was a reasonable decision given how the MP handled the surfacing of a video last September that showed him celebrating at a birthday party on a COVID no-movement day.
Everybody did know Floyd Green don't come back, don't. If anybody in our country don't know Floyd Green was gonna come back, then we don't know if you not read between the lines. Reshuffle, and Floyd Green is back holding a ministerial post. But wasn't there supposed to be a police investigation at one? So how Floyd Green come back without the completion of the police investigation? And now we can reveal that the police investigation has completed. Yes, man. So people are gonna know Floyd Green fate. So whether he's gonna be kicked out or he will get a fine or whatever the case may be, because nobody's above the law, right? So let's see where Director of Public Prosecution Paula Llewellyn had to say when she reviewed the issue, whether she's gonna take action and prosecute him.
Up first this evening, the Director of Public Prosecution's DPP has ruled that no criminal charges should be laid against former Agriculture Minister Floyd Green for alleged breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act in September last year. He was recently reappointed to the cabinet by Prime Minister Andrew Holness as Minister without portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister. In a statement today, Director of Public Prosecutions Paula Llewellyn said after extensive legal research, it was her considered opinion that no criminal charges ought to be laid against Mr. Green, his former advisor Gabriel Hilton, Councillor Andrew Bellamy, and Dave Powell, an employee of the National Solid Waste Management Authority.
Man, so all three got away. The DPP ruled that no action will be taken against all three.
The DPP's office argued that a video which depicts persons physically present at a location does not assist in making a determination as to when such persons arrived at the particular location. The DPP's office said where such persons are shown to be present at a hotel facility, taken at its highest, it demonstrates that they may have been guests at the facility at the material time. It does not assist in respect of when they commenced being guests at the facility or when they left the facility.
So, come on now, DPP. You want to tell me, say, you as a top Director of Public Prosecution with all the resources, the power and the backing of the law, you should be able to figure out when they're actually at the location, because all you have to do is just get record from the hotel, get all of these logs, look on CCTV camera at the hotel, and the camera will take a video to prove and put the pieces together. DPP, come on DPP, forensic work should be able to figure out and pinpoint the exact time when they arrive at the hotel and whether or not they were in breach of the no movement order at a specific time. But the DPP go on to say,
information, they argued, would have been useful, certainly in respect of the persons who did not enjoy full exemptions from the no movement orders.
The DPP say that the MPs are exempt basically, even if they were at a function at a specific time that breached the order, they would have been exempt. Let me read paragraph 47 under the third schedule of the DRMA, and this is the requirements where people have to get, for exempt, firefighter, people who look after food, pharmacists and all them people, they're all exempt to travel around that time, but they have to get some sort of permission. So this is what paragraph 47 says. Persons employed in any services or activity designated in writing in the form set out in Form 5 of the 5th schedule by the Minister with responsibility for national security with the prior approval of the Cabinet as an exempt service or activity under this subparagraph. And then it goes on to list what are the activities and who are the people should be exempt. So it doesn't really say minister are exempt, but then it's a minister supposed to get permission from the Minister of National Security if they have to do any movement and stuff like that. Does that exempt Flight Green? I mean, don't you think Flight Green should I follow the farm to and get exemption certificate? It's not too clear whether they've been exempt, and I'm not too convinced that the DPP done justice where this aspect of the assessment is concerned, because I'm sure many investigation could have established facts and figure out what going on. People on the outside then said this look like a cover up, but guess what? No, this is gonna shock me like the DPP is a woman I always show a lot of respect for and stuff like that. And Flight Green, for some reason my spirit take Flight Green, so I have nothing personal against them, but nobody's above the law, and that's just always been my principle. So you have the crime problem seems to be misleading. I say, well, murder gone down, and it's a bit confusing. And now you have the DPP rule that Flight Green should not face any criminal charge. Something just not smell right, something not sound right, and thus that my take on the matter. So anyway, touch the like button there, touch the subscribe button, and touch the bell, please, because we need your help, to help get these message out to people who might not be able to get messages like this. I appreciate your help, and remember, share it, make a lot of people get access to it. Bless up. Let me know if you agree with my assessment, and write your comments, man, and let's just have a debate about this. So you are going now, we're gonna jet off,